Nothing ever happens.
So I'm really hoping that Richard wins this, only because I really do not like fighting Grace. She's too good. I do not like it. Grace is like, well, the thing is like Richard's like really fucking good, right? But the issue are really freaking good. But the issue is that he's got a playstyle that I know how to fight against well. Grace is a runaway person. I don't like fighting people like her. So I'm really hoping Richard bags this. But you know, I kind of did a serious mental stack with that 3-0. You know, so he's got a lot to work from the mental. But you know, as you know, I don't go into a single tournament thinking I'm going to lose. So you know, that's how you win tournaments, is that undefeated mentality. So we're gonna go into this next one. We're gonna hope to God. I'm gonna hope to God that Richard wins, because I feel like I will have an easier time than having to deal with Pikmin for the next 6 matches. That would be straight ass. Case in point. Anyways, what we're observing in the match right now is the mental stack of Smash Art immediately causing Grace to panic. You see this a lot, and just because, you know, it's such a threat, especially at high percents where, you know, Olimar's already like flimsy as all get out, but then you get the Smash Art and like basically she dies from like a literal breath in their direction. So Olimar does not like that. Now what we're seeing from the game here is Grace is honestly, if she was smart, she would just be waiting out these arts, like waiting for him to do it, which I think she was planned. Which is good, because you know he's only a little bit half of the whole, you know what I mean? So Shulk is just a little bit dog shit, a little wabi-sabi without his Smash Arts. So you know, right now if I was rich, I would be, you know, I don't have to care about my percent. I would be bustering. Yep, you know what I mean? Got it down to a T. Alright, so here's where the pressure actually starts, where, you know, Richard hits you 3 times in Buster, and you're like, oh my god, I'm at 94. And then, yep, that's exactly what happens. You do a lot of panic options, and you believe, like, oh god, I have to get him away from me. That's not the right idea. You want to keep him as close to you as possible, because it's easier to block. Anyways, Grace, holy good shit on Rich. But, you know, here's what we're going to have to do. Yep. Okay, now Grace, if she's smart, she will run away and not press the advantage, or this is gonna happen. Yep. Or that'll happen. So, here's what we're dealing with here. Grace has a purple and a blue, 2 win conditions. She just has to hold the line and just kind of stay back, be patient, and wait for Richard to come to her and just completely mess up. Smash Art is honestly not that scary here, because, again, Richard has to approach. So, you know, great game on Grace. The mommy ASMR wasn't working out.
It worked until I got.
Oh, you heard it here first. Absolute slander, I'll just say that. No, I can't tell you. That's actually fucked up. Bans on WR Pro from the room. Wow, that's fucked for that. Listen, I won't be the one to tell you. That's all I'm gonna say. Good old WR Pro will be the one to tell you. You know, all I'm saying is only one of us is standing on business here, so. All right, game 3, game 2. What is Grace looking for? Right now, Grace, you know, Richard's already coming off of a, you know, a 3-0 loss. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like literally, he's coming off of a 3-0 loss, and so losing again probably does not really bode well for your mental. It certainly wouldn't for me, from experience here. So Richard is dealing with a mental stack. So what does this mean for good old Olimar here? Richard is going to be playing very aggressively, kind of like a rush down kind of play style, because he wants to, you know, convincingly, you know, get this win and reset the momentum in his favor, right? So what I would be looking for is whenever he's in Buster Art, run with Fish, because you know it's going to give you that, you know, it's going to give you that edge. It's going to, you know, further make him angry, further piss him off, and that's exactly what you want as Olimar. I mean, like, because then you could play the I'm playing campy game, blah 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 blah. I like case in point. This is what I mean. Where Richard is going to be relentless for the next few times. Now, if Richard's smart here, and I'm assuming what's going to happen is he's going to bring out Buster in like the second she gets back on stage, which, you know, right now he doesn't even worry about it, but interesting. I'm assuming he's going to get Buster in like a few seconds. That's weird. All right, back to Grace. A little bit of a weird smash art there. I wouldn't have personally gone for that because, you know, and like, see this? You see what I'm talking about, Will? A little bit of a weird smash art right there because, I mean, you're not killing Olimar at 40. I mean, he's light, but, you know, not crazy light. You know. Okay, here's what Richard's going to do. He's going to approach with, if he's coming towards you, he's going to nair, and if he's going forward, like, if he's coming towards you on stage, he's going for nair, and then the second you're in the air, he's only going to go fair. So, yeah. Richard's looking for a devious little two-frame with that cheeky little forward air that he's got going on there. Still no Buster art. I'm very surprised that, you know, I think it's very surprising that he hasn't gone into many of his arts this stock. You know, there's not really any point saving them up, but I'm assuming that he just didn't want to risk getting blown up in percent this early on. You know, that speed art really did a good job of, like, you know, showing that he can and will, like, take over the neutral, and that's what you saw right there. So now what Grace should be doing, again, I say it a lot, but, like, weirdly enough, even in the position you're in, I feel like you can kind of just hang back. I mean, you get a purple pick. Like, the #1 priority is to get a purple Pikmin. Like, get away from him and get a purple, like, right now. But, you know, you need that win con. And so, case in point, there it is. But, you know, shield art, cheat art. Grace needs to hang the hell back and not engage right now, because Richard would want nothing more than to just do Richard things with that forward air of his. All right, last stock scenario. What does this mean for the state of the game? It's going to be like, yeah, Grace right now should just be throwing Pikmin and forcing him to approach. And once he's near, the only thing that she should be doing is just focusing on defense. Like, I would pick them right there. That's a really interesting time to do that. Now her win con's gone, but she got it back. All right, this is when you know. Oh, be silent, man. Sometimes silence is louder than words. Gotta love Ethan. All right, kind of a nasty spot for Olimar to be in right now. Shulk has every single advantage that he could possibly have right now. Let's see what Richard's able to do with it. All right, that should be. Oh, he did up throw for some reason. Worked out though. Whew. All right, Real, I'm gonna let you commentate this one. Although I do know these plays a lot. I mean, I'm surprised. I found it peculiar that he wasn't going into Buster there, but hey. To each his own. FD. I'd be. It's a weird stage choice for Grace. Yeah, I feel like you got. Well, actually, no, not really, because that up tilt with Shulk is just such a pain in the ass to deal with. Like right under. Yeah, but I mean, like also, you know, Grace has, you know, one place to land, and that's pretty much it. So. Great start from Grace. Olimar's kind of better at dealing with shield art than Sora is. He's got like 1 or 2 tools that he wants to use, otherwise, you know. But, you know, Grace is rocking the percent lead, and honestly, like right here, like this is where you run. This is where you just tap him and run, because that's exactly what happens. You just tap him and run. Especially if you're like, I operate on this. When Richard's in Buster, if I'm at a percent lead, I kind of just like run. I run because again, like it's just not worth the risk. It's not. Richard looks for that, and if you're just sitting there waiting for him to do that, but now Smash Art's a little bit different. Richard doesn't really have many tells, but I mean, you can see when he's waiting, and also like the good thing about Olimar right here is that Richard can only stay off stage for so long. So, well, yeah, but so that's kind of what you want to play around, especially with Olimar, who has kind of a recovery that can work around that. But right now, Purple Pikmin will be your best friend as Richard has the bum rush you. You just stay far away from Richard, especially if he's at a stock lead with you. He does not care right now. Yeah, like right now he should not and will not care about whatever you're doing, because again, he dies when you're fucking back immediately, and you're at 75% now. So, what do we observe here? Gray should be looking for chip damage right now, and just kind of like moving and weaving out of Shulk's range, which is really hard for Olimar. Admittedly, it's hard as balls, but wow, perfect parry actually saved his life there. If you didn't know, that would have shield broken him, I assume. I don't know if the weight does the weight have anything to do with the shield, like the character's shield? Yeah, I don't think so. So that would have just been a shield break. Devious ass shield break. Grace is out of stock, down, but you know, as you probably saw with our games with me and Richard, it does not mean anything. Like, case in point. As long as you're able to not give up on yourself and or the game, you can make it back. So that's like a really important lesson. So, and, you know, like stuff like this, like looks bad, but I mean, like again, look at this, already back. You know? So it's focusing on. Okay, yeah, Richard just failed right now. I would run away snap. It was like in the middle of his roll. Are you talking about the up smash? Yeah. Long ledge roll, yeah. You're trying to cover my roll. The amount of times that Grace caught me on my roll and my jumps last game were actually devious. I'm good. Literally anywhere that's a giant ass stage. Like she wants to be at a place where she could run and reasonably get out of the way of Shulk. Final Destination was not really good for that because I mean, like, you know, it's just so small. Hollow Bastion, I don't really know. Like, what are the big stages here? Town and City would probably be where she wants to be right now. I don't know if she's picking though. Weird stage. Well, I mean, I guess longer stages kind of help Shulk. Big battlefield form.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, we've seen a lot of aggression, but you know, like again, like I would say 9 times out of 10, depending on, you know, I would say 9 times out of 10, Shulk wins out interactions with Olimar. I don't know. I'm not a pro player. In fact, I don't look at the scene too much, but that's just my assumption. Just like the range game is just so nasty there. Again, yeah, already pulling out Smash Art. Yeah, you know, yo, actually, this kid Bebop is pissing me off. I'm actually getting upset. Chat, should I ban him? Can I get a B in the chat for ban? Get a oh, SSD right there. Can we get some W's in the chat if you agree with this kid? Whoa! Chatter. W engagement farm for me, by the way. All right, let's look at the state of the game right now. It's even, like, it's even Stevens. Grace kind of throwing out her wing con a little willy-nilly here. I would be keeping that purple as close to my chest as possible. Yeah, no, she's playing this correctly right now, which is just to, anytime he comes up to her, just deny access. Like stop him at the door, you know? And that is that's exactly what I was talking about with Shulk. I mean, like, Shulk just kind of just is a ditty blunt for this Pikmin. Like, yeah, and I mean, like, that nair kind of covers his, covers his approach, and it makes it so that it's dangerous for the Pikmin. Buster Art is gone now. That's yeah. But all right. Yeah. No, that was a good purple. I thought he died for sure. Olimar has some really good out of shield options. So yeah, that shield art is nasty right now. I thought shield art reduced his damage, but it really does not at all. Oh wow, weird grab with. Yeah. No. Richard should have just been spamming like a rabid dog. I mean, like, he's at 190. There's not much to lose here right now. All right, here's where Richard starts spamming fairs off screen. All right, Grace is trying to do some Funkle Yang, but oh wow. Richard is staying alive right now. Smash Art is here. The pressure's on. Wow. Yeah, no, that was a good ledge trap. This is a good result.